then you'll ever know about me, ever. I mean, I could tell you, I'm not a folk singer and explain to you why, but you wouldn't really understand. And I've never been in Time Magazine. I don't need Time Magazine. And I don't think I'm a folk singer. You'll probably call me a folk singer, but, the other people will know better. Because the people that buy my records listen to me don't necessarily read Time Magazine.
How many people who labor in the same musical vineyard in which you toil, how many are protest singers? That is, people who use their music and use the songs to protest the social state in which we live today, the matter of war, the matter of crime, or whatever it might be.
How many?
Yes. Are there many who do?
Yeah, well, I think there's about 136.
You say about 136? Or do you mean exactly 136?
It's either 136 or 142. What do you think?
I have no opinion about that.
Well, why?
Because I haven't heard you sing, actually.
You've never heard me sing. And here you are sitting here and asking me all these questions.
Hopes for the future, to be honest, I don't have any hopes for the future, and I just hope to have enough boots to be able to change them. That's all, really. It doesn't boil down to anything more than that. If it did, I would certainly tell you.
A personal question here, and I hope you'll forgive it, but you sound and you look very tired. Are you ill, or is this your normal state, your normal condition? Now, don't be offended.
Well,
you look and sound tired.
I don't like to hear that kind of thing.
I don't mean to offend you, but you do. We can hardly hear you, and you look weary.
I'm from New York City. You're all from California. This health thing, I don't know. I feel quite embarrassed about it the same way you do, probably. But I don't, I have no explanation for it.
You sing them in new versions. Is that just an effort on your part to avoid being caught by the nostalgia? Mm-hmm. It is? Do you want to avoid over-interpretation by singing your old songs in new versions?
Yes.
Yes, that's all you got to say about that.
I mean, I just about had it, though. I'd had it with the whole scene. Just being pressed and hammered and, expected to answer questions is enough to make anybody sick, really.
What do you think? What do you think Mozart would say to you if you have come up to him and asked him questions that you would ask? What kind of questions would you ask him? Tell me, Mr. Mozart.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't do it.
Well, how come you do it to me?
You see, the songs, though, is what I do.
Yeah.
Is write the songs and sing them, and perform them. That's what I do. The performing part of it could end, but I'm going to be writing these songs and singing them on records for, and I see no end right now. That's what I do. Anything else just interferes with it. I mean, anything else trying to get on top of it, making something out of it, which it isn't, it just brings me down. And it's just makes it seem all very cheap.
Performers feel that they don't feel that they're adversaries, but they do feel that they feel a lot of times that their points are not taken the right way, or they feel imposed upon to answer questions that have really little to do with why they fill halls or sell records.
And I only got turned off to the press in the middle of the 60s when the record company would send you over to do an interview with someone, and you'd be honest with that person, and he'd ask you questions, and you'd answer them in an honest way, and then you'd look, and then you'd see the article when it would come out.
Have you found that the texts of the interviews with you, which have been published, are accurate to the actual conversations?
No, that's another reason for I don't really give press interviews or anything, because, I mean, even if you do something, there are a lot of people here so they know what's going on, but like if you just do it with one guy or a few guys, that just take it all out of context, you know?
You know, the audience that subscribe to Time magazine, the audience of the people that want to know what's happening in the world week by week, the people that work during the day and can read it, it's small, right, and it's concise, and there's pictures in it. I mean, those kind of, you know, those, a certain class of people, it's a class of people that take the magazine seriously. I mean, sure, I can read it, you know, and I read it on the airplanes, but I don't take it seriously. If I want to find out anything, I'm not going to read Time magazine. I'm not going to read Newsweek. I'm not going to read any of these magazines. I mean, because they just got too much to lose by printing the truth. You know that.
They just take it, split it up in the middle, or just take what they want to use, and they ask you a question and you answer it, and then it comes out in print that they just substitute another question for your answer. That makes you just sound like the way it's not really truthful, you know, to do that kind of thing, so I just don't do it.
You know, then you'll ever know about me, ever. I mean, I could tell you, you know, I'm not a folk singer and explain to you why, but you wouldn't really understand. All you could do, you could nod your head. You would nod your head.
No, well, they've read a lot of dumb things about you in the papers then, I suppose, and I thought you could straighten them out yourself.
I can't straighten them out. I don't think they have to be straightened out. I know that. I believe that they know. They know. Don't you know the Swedish people? I mean, they don't have to be told. They don't have to be explained to. I mean, you should know that. I mean, Swedish people just don't have to be explained. They don't, you know, you can't tell Swedish people something which they, you know, which is, you know, self-explanatory. Swedish people are smarter than that.
You think so?
Now, you're not going to make me feel unhappy by anything you print about me or anything, you know, or anything like that. I just can't, it couldn't, you know, you couldn't offend me. And I'm sure, you know, I couldn't offend you. So, all I can hope for you to do is, you know, all your ideas in your own head, somehow, wherever they are.
You wrote the press. I figured you lied to it. Why?
I realized at the time that the press, the media, that's not the judge. God's the judge. The only person you have to think about lying twice to is either yourself or to God. The press isn't either of them, and I just figured it irrelevant.